Good morning, students. Once again, welcome back to the St. Joseph English Medium School, Vijaypur, to the 4th Standard Social Studies class. As you know, I am your 4th Standard SST teacher. In last class, we have learned the second lesson, the Northern Mountains. Today, we will learn the third lesson, the Northern Plains. Today, in the Northern Plains, we will learn the Indus Basin, the Ganga Brahmaputra Basin, and occupation of the people in the Northern Plains.
In last class, we have learned the first physical division of India, that is the Northern Mountains. We have learned already this one. So, we have seen how the Northern Mountains form the crown of India. From here to here we find the Northern Mountains. As we come lower down the Himalayas or Northern Mountains, we find a vast and fertile land called the Northern Plains. These northern plains, also known as the Indo-Gangetic Plains or the Northern Indian River Plains. See, from here to here we are having northern plains. These northern plains are located between the Himalayas in the north and in the south the peninsular plateaus. In between we are having the northern plains. From here to here we are having northern plains.
The abundant water and rich silt brought down by the Himalayan rivers like Ganga, Yamuna, Indus, Brahmaputra, and their tributaries make the northern plains very fertile. Now, what is tributary? Tributary means what? Tributary means a small river or stream that flows into a larger river. Tributary means a small river or stream that flows into a larger river.
This region covers Punjab, Haryana, Uttar Pradesh, Bihar, West Bengal and some part of Assam and the Union Territory of Delhi. This is covers from here to here we are having northern plains. The northern plains or Indo-Gangetic plains are flat and even, stretching up to west to east 2,400 kilometers. West to east we are having 2,400 kilometers and with a width of 260 meters to about 350 kilometers. We are having northern plains. From here to here we are having 2,400 kilometers. See students, the northern plains can be divided into two basins, river basins. The Indus Basin in the west and second one the Ganga Brahmaputra Basin in the east. This plain, the northern plains, divided into river basins. First one in the west, Indus Basin, and in the east, the Ganga Brahmaputra Basin.
First, we will see the Indus River Basin in the west. Students, what is basin? Basin means what? An area of land watered or drained by a river. An area of land watered or drained by a river. So, first we will see the Indus Basin in the west. A major part of Indus Basin lies in the Pakistan.
See students, a major part of the Indus Basin lies in the Pakistan. See, a major part of the Indus Basin lies in Pakistan. It has 5 tributaries. The Indus River Basin in the west. See, it has 5 tributaries. First one is Shatluj. See this one, Shatluj. Second one, Ravi. Then Bias, Chenab, and last one is Jhelum. This has 5 tributaries. In 5 tributaries, Bias and Shatluj flow through northern plains before the joining Indus in Pakistan. Bias and Shatluj flow through northern plains before joining the Indus in Pakistan. See, these both tributaries flow through the northern plains before joining the Indus in Pakistan.
The Ganga Brahmaputra Basin in the east. The Ganga Basin and Brahmaputra Basin together constitute the bigger part of the northern plains. So, first we will see the Ganga Basin. The Ganga river is considered very sacred by Hindus. See students, this is Ganga river. The Ganga river is considered very sacred by the Hindus.
Students, the Ganga river originated, see the Ganga river, the birthplace of Ganga river, it started from in the Himalayas. High up in the Himalayas, in the glacier called Gangotri. See, the Ganga river started from here and flows vibrantly. It started and flows vibrantly through Uttarakhand, Uttar Pradesh, Bihar and West Bengal, thus forming the Ganga Basin. The Bhagirathi, the Mandakini and Alaknanda rivers along with small streams join the Ganga river on its downward journey before it reaches the flat and even northern plains. See this Ganga Basin, this is the Ganga Basin. Its tributaries like Gandak, Ghagra, Gomti, Kosi and Son are always water fed by the melting snow of the Himalayas.
See students, this is the Ghagra, tributary of Ganga. This one Kosi. This one Gomti. This one is Gandak and Soon. These are the tributaries of Ganga river. The Ganga basin has rich and fertile soil. See, this Ganga basin has rich and fertile soil. This is also the reason why the northern plains are very fertile. These northern plains are perfect for agriculture. Its major crops include rice, wheat, jute and sugarcane. These are the major crops of the Ganga basin. Therefore, the Ganga basin is thickly populated. The Ganga basin is thickly populated. Important cities located in the Ganga basin are Delhi, Agra, Kanpur, Allahabad, Patna and Kolkata. These are important cities located in the Ganga basin. Some sacred cities situated in the Ganga basin are Haridwar, Ayodhya and Varanasi are located in the Ganga basin. The Yamuna river joins the Ganga at Allahabad. The place where these rivers are meet is called Sangam. See students, both rivers are meet here. The circled area here, both rivers are meet. This place is called Sangam. Thousands of pilgrims gather here once every 12 years to celebrate the Kumbh Mela. See, thousands of pilgrims gather here once every 12 years to celebrate the Kumbh Mela. The Ganga flows down through the northern plains, finally entering West Bengal. Here it breaks up into two branches, Hooghly, which passes through West Bengal, while the other part is called Padma, which flows in the Bangladesh. See students, this Padma and Hooghly, two branches of the Ganga river. Hooghly, which passes through West Bengal, and other part Padma, which flows to the Bangladesh. See, Here the Padma joins the Brahmaputra before entering the Bay of Bengal. See students, here this is Padma river joins the Brahmaputra river before entering the Bay of Bengal. Now comes the Brahmaputra basin. See students, the Brahmaputra originated in Tibet. Here it originates in Tibet where it is known as the Sangpo. See, the Brahmaputra river originated in Tibet where it is known as the Sangpo, and slowly eastward it flows. See, it enters India through Arunachal Pradesh. See, this is Arunachal Pradesh. Next is passes through Assam. This is Assam. Then moves into the Bangladesh. See once again, the Brahmaputra river originated in Tibet, then slowly flows eastward and enters India through Arunachal Pradesh. Then next passes through Assam. Then it moves into the Bangladesh. This is the Brahmaputra river. The Garo, Khasi and Naga hills surround the Brahmaputra basin. See, the Garo, the Khasi and Naga hills surrounded the Brahmaputra basin. The Brahmaputra receives abundant heavy rainfall in the northeast. The river often overflows during monsoon season, causing floods which damage and destroy life and property. See, in northeast, see students, in northeast we are having heavy rainfall in monsoon season which cause floods which damage and destroy the life and property. Agriculture is the main occupation of people living in northern plains. The major crops produce wheat, rice, pulses, jute, cotton, sugarcane and oilseeds. These are the crops grown in northern plains. Farmers in the northern plains actively use modern irrigation methods like sprinkle irrigation, drip irrigation, etc. The farmers in the northern plains use modern irrigation methods like sprinkle irrigation, drip irrigation, etc. Rice being the major crop grown here, The northern plains are often called the rice bowl of India. Rice being the major crop grown here, the northern plains are often called the rice bowl of India. So students, today we have learned the third lesson, the northern plains. Stay home, stay safe. Thank you.